Nah, I don't need the skit to be funny for this. This explains itself. Hello everyone, and welcome to the recent review. Today we're looking over every set released in 2015's Winter Wave of Bionicle. 13 sets were released in January of 2015, at least for the United States. The rest of the world, specifically UK, Australia, Europe, they got them later, around late February, March-ish, something like that. But either way, Bionicle has officially returned, and not just returned, but returned with the original 6 characters. Now hold on. Before you guys get on my case, I mean the Toa that we know from 2001. I'm not saying they're the same from 2001. I'm just saying, Anu was here, Lee was here. Tahu thought, hey, why not? I'll come back too. People have been throwing my name around a bit, so, just putting that out there. Don't get on my case. You know who you are. But I digress. Bionicle has officially returned to us after many speculation and many years of hoping that LEGO would bring it back. Meanwhile, Hero Factory romped and stomped around. Now there's a little bit of remorse. Let's have a little bit of a moment of silence for our fallen Hero Factory comrades. Okay, that was nice. So anyway, Bionicle's back. We can be happy. First month of 2015 marked 13 sets being released. The Toa, the Protectors, which have no name as of the recording of this video, and Loss. Included with all these sets total to 12 Skull Spiders, not counting the gold mask here, 6 golden masks from the Toa, and 1 golden mask from Loss. We got an extraordinarily great amount of recolored parts, new pieces as well. 2015 Bionicle marked an amazing revelation, and quite honestly, some of the best integration of gears and CCBS anyone has ever seen. The Toa all come equipped with gear boxes, a new piece which allow the Toa to have maneuverability and gears, functions, with proper form. This was something that a lot of Bionicle fans argued about numerous different times throughout the years. Form over function. The greatest examples of form and function are definitely in the earlier years of Bionicle. Even early years before Bionicle, around the Slizers, Robo-Riders age. Function would be things like, what would be good examples? Nui Rama, Nui Jaga, the Robo-Riders, and Slizers. Those had excellent functions, but oftentimes had very unusual forms. Good examples of form, or at least humanoid form, you know who they are, would be the Anika from 2006 Bionicle, and any set thereon. A good melding of those two prior to these sets would be the Toa Metru from 2004. But now we have what some may argue to be an even better melding of form and function. The Toa Masters. At least, that's what I'm calling them. I just want to put that out there. They're called Toa in the story, and marketing-wise, they are called Masters. I propose we call them Toa Masters until a time where they get their own name, like Toa Okoto or Toa Nua. Get it? Like Toa Olda from Old One and New One? Okay, anyway. Either way, a lot of people were incredibly impressed that they managed to pull this off. $15 Toa? Yeah, that is a little disappointing, but I digress. They have functions which work beautifully. They have pieces that soar over the Toa Anika, which were the Toa standard we were used to. The Toa have come back, undeniably in full swing. On the flip side of that coin, many people were disappointed. Various changes were made to these heroes. First of all, these sets all use the CCBS. CCBS is the building system you see here. It is you would more commonly call it the Hero Factory build. However, CCBS, Creature and Character Building System, I believe that's what it's called. It's either Creature and Character or Character and Creature. It's one of the two. Either way, CCBS. That is the building system being used here. Now, a lot of people were impressed by its usage, specifically all the nice recolors we got. However, a lot of people were very displeased that these heroes use CCBS. They do not like the smoother, arguably more simplistic building system that is shown here. Considering that, in order to build an arm, what may have taken 5, 6, 7 pieces before, the lower half of an arm takes 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the upper. A lot of people were very displeased by this. Not to mention that this building system was introduced in the Hero Factory line, which, amongst Bionicle fans, does not have a good reputation. A lot of people also disliked the fact that some of the characters' looks had changed as well. Specifically the masks. Gally's, Liwa's, and Onua's most notably. Onua's was much smaller, while keeping the same general look and shape. Liwa's had changed almost completely, and Gally's had changed completely. Gally's mask is near unrecognizable from any of her other counterparts, holding slight resemblances, slight parts of her other masks, molded into one. Liwa's, on the other hand, does hold some minor resemblance, while having enough change to make it unlikable to hardcore Miru fans. I know who you are. You're cool. The Miru is not a dumb mask. In other news, the story had also changed quite a bit as well. As opposed to the island of Matanui, we are now introduced to the island of Okoto, where the Protectors summoned the 6 Toa heroes, timeless heroes mind you, to defeat the Lord of Skull Spiders and the Mask Hoarder Makuta, and awaken Ikimu, one of 2 mask makers on the island, brother of Makuta, who has created the Mask of Ultimate Power, which took him over, and after a long-fought battle, got lost. 3 masks are lost on the island of Okoto: the Mask of Control, the Mask of Creation, and the Mask of Ultimate Power. It is up to the Toa to find these 3 masks, along with the 6 golden masks, and stop Makuta before time runs out. Okay, I don't know about the time running out part, but everything else, yeah, that holds true. A lot of people are very concerned that the Bionicle story is going to be toned down in its overall, what some would say, serious tone. Already we've seen a much lighter, more light-hearted storytelling, be that the online animations. Not to mention several key aspects of the Toa's characteristics have been changed. Onua falls asleep while meditating. Liwa pretty much hasn't changed at all. Kopaka is also fairly much the same, except he's a little bit clumsy and a perfectionist. Pohatu is basically Generation 1 Kopaka. I'm going to leave it at that. Gally's pretty much the same as well, although apparently she's not good at telling jokes. Implying she was before? Wait, no connection. I mean, Gally is just bad at telling jokes now. She's bad at telling jokes. Yeah, okay, good, Eljay. And Tahu is apparently quite lucky, but forgetful. Some minor characteristics that some people are not very happy with. But however, despite all of that, a lot of people are happy that Bionicle is back. A lot of the characteristics have been kept the same. And the new owners and story runners of Bionicle have made sure to keep true to what Bionicle fans have enjoyed the most about Bionicle, and that has been the 6 original characters, and the mythological feeling to the entire line. So no matter how much you feel about CCBS, or the minor character quirks, a lot of people will agree that they are glad Bionicle has returned, and that they are interested to see where this new line will be taken. Whether or not it will be taken in a good direction or not is left to be seen. Many people have already condemned the line, saying, it's too young now, it's too simplistic because of CCBS. That is another debate for another video, and I will get to that at some point. But for now, we look at these and we realize this is the new Bionicle. Now, really quickly, I am aware that there are, at the time of this video, 2 collectibles. There is a clear a clear Mask of Fire from New York Comic-Con, and a translucent orange one from the Hero Pack. I will get to the Hero Pack in the Summer Wave overview. But for now, let's look at the clear Mask of Fire. And here we have the exclusive Toa mask. Now technically this was released in 2014, considering it's from the New York Comic Con of October 9th to 12th of last year, now the recording of this video. As we can see here, this comes in a case like this. It's pretty simple. New York Comic Con, so it's an exclusive to that. 6+, so no, if you're under 6 years old, this is too complicated for you. I'm sorry. As we can see here, we have Toa reaching for either the mask creation or his very own mask. Maybe he likes it. It's shiny. The case is very slim, obviously enough. It bulges out enough to hold the mask, but the mask occasionally will kind of bend outward in order to bend this plastic here. The plastic is actually very fragile. You can see that the corners of this little pocket here have kind of bent and crimped a little bit. On the back, we have a little bit of information, and by information, where it's made. Go to lego.com/Bionicle, Bionicle, and the fact that it's an exclusive, one of only 1,500. Now, obviously, there are more. This is only one of 2 different types of packaging. This one is one of 1,500, and the other one is one of a lesser number. I cannot remember it right now. I'm sure you guys will. Now, the mask, the packaging is actually really great because it's not a bag, so you don't need to cut it open. In fact, you can open it just like that. There's this little opening right here. You're going to have to bend the plastic in order to open it. So, come on. There we go. It will open up like that. You won't have to break anything. But keep in mind, these 2 little flaps are going to bend outward over time. This also can come out. So here we have the mask. It's just the Mask of Fire, as we know it, but it's completely transparent. It's completely clear. This was the earliest look we got into holding the mask, from what I understand. Or at least a duplicate. Granted, the others in TTV did get an earlier look by actually getting the parts in hand, but this is one of the earlier masks that I actually got my hands on. Before the release of the sets, at least. Looks really great. Looks like it's made of glass, almost. So, don't drop it. It connects like any other mask, obviously, and I'm not going to show that off too much right now. Grab the protector of fire, sure. Here. Pop his mask off. And we can see it fits just like any other mask. That's how it looks. Just like any other mask, just completely clear. If you really do want to see how this mask looks on Toa, there is a video on the channel talking about the masks, NYCC, exclusive masks, something like that. VAR shows off this mask on Toa Master. But yeah, it does look really cool. Works pretty nice. If you want to put it back in its case, here, come on, focus. Focus. Good. I want to put it back in its case. Just put it right back there. And it snaps shut. There you go. It's all nice and contained. Now there is, at the time of this video, one other mask, and it is a translucent orange Mask of Fire, and that comes with the Hero Pack, released in 2015. I will go over that in the summer overview, but for now, this is what you got. That's what we're going to go over. Back to my final thoughts on 2015's Winter Wave. And there we have it. 2015, the return of Bionicle. What do you guys think about this return? What do you think about the character changes, the story shift, the fact that, arguably, all the characters look brighter? If you compare just the Winter Wave to 2001, you'll find that the colors may be a little bit different. We have the same colors for Onua and Toa and Kopaka. However, Liwa's brighter, Pohatu uses burnt orange from Huki, and Gali is also brighter, not the darker, more contrasting shades from 2001. But what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about the villains, the Skull Spiders, and the Lord of Skull Spiders? Personally speaking, I am very impressed with this line. I know a lot of people do not like the CCBS, but I think it is very useful in its own right. I think it has a lot of growing up to do, but it has an insurmountable amount. I'm sure that's grammatically correct, right? No. It has a great amount of potential. Sure, it may look simplistic to some, but you can tell the new team is really trying. We have a new armor add-on piece that makes everything feel a little bit more technical and mechanical. We even have an old mold, the Rakshi staff. And we have a lot of weapons that are really trying to retain that old Bionicle feel, and even introduce a new one. Obviously, a lot of the older fans that really like the more serious, darker story, and the more mechanical look will be displeased. However, if given the chance, I'm sure many will agree that this line will surprise you. And hey, on the plus side, the parts aren't going to break. We're out of 2007, and 08, and 09, and 2010. We can be happy. Anyway, that has been my overall review of the first winter wave of 2015 and the official return of Bionicle. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below or on the TTV message boards. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'm not going to be doing any more recent reviews until the summer wave sets are out. So look forward to those and keep me posted on when those are coming out. Come on, I want to know. Let me know where they hit first. Thank you all very much for watching once again. I'll see you all next time.